Hey sources and fans, it's Gloith here from Renegade Squadron. To continue our ship series, I would like to cover the newly released Cutlass Blue. So what is CIG's take on the Cutlass Blue? Sleek, mean, and royal, the Cutlass Blue adds missiles, a more aggressive engine, and steel holding cells in the cargo bay to the standard model. The Cutlass Blue is an outworld militia standard ship of choice for patrols. If you're interested in buying a Drake Cutlass Blue, check out the link in the description. So you're probably wondering what the best way to fit out your Cutlass Blue is. Well, I'll show you. For our standard PvP loadout, we want to go ahead and swap out our guns for the Scorpion 215s. And the reason for this is they really don't overheat a whole lot, and they also have very fast projectile velocity, which is helpful when you're fighting a light fighter. Next, we want to swap out our power plant for the JS400. That's going to provide us plenty of power, but also give us a quick reboot in the event of an EMP. Next, we want to swap out our shields for the Rampart. And as we can see here, we got turrets here. You could do Scorpions as well if you wanted to. In this case, I'm really using this more or less for solo use, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our Quantum Drive, and that's the XL1. And this provides us a very quick way of reaching the destination to try and intercept any other type of ship that we want to tackle, because this ship is equipped with a dampener. So it's really quick. We can get there, tackle the target, kill the target. Next, we want to replace our coolers with the snowpacks. These are the best coolers in the game for a size 2. And this puts us about 1272 DPS, plenty of missile damage, and we've got a lot of shields because of that Rampart. We also have some passive regen that's continuous, and then we've got plenty of power, plenty of cooling. Next, we've got our PvP/burst build. And the reason I like this build, maybe a little bit more than the Scorpion build, is the fact that you're not always going to have time on target on a light fighter, because they're going to be up in your face trying to get you. You're not going to be able to rotate onto them very quickly like another medium or light fighter. So what makes these really good is that you can overclock them, and when that window presents itself, you can just absolutely hammer home on the target and wreck them. So that's why I like the attritions. They do a lot of burst DPS, because you're only going to get a burst kind of opportunities against these really small fighters. Again, everything's the same: the JS400, the Rampart, the XL1, and the snowpacks. And this puts us about 1096. That's a little less DPS, but it's all about that burst. The next build we have is what I would call our PvE build. Again, very similar build for the most part, but the difference is that we got the neutron repeaters. And the reason why we went with these is because, one, they don't run out of ammo, and two, look at this DPS. They have a ton of DPS, which is great for killing NPCs. And again, if you were doing PvE, you probably would replace these with neutron repeaters as well, or their variants, which is a NBD 30s, if you wanted to, if you had a crew member with you. And the most part, this kind of concludes our Cutlass Blue guide. Let's do some PvP. In this first engagement, I'm going against an Aegis Saber, and we're pushing in at each other. And with attritions, you really want to get nice and close to lay the DPS down, because they're kind of a bursty weapon. So I'm pushing in, trying to roll left and then roll right to try and dodge some shots. Again, looking for that profile while also trying to minimize my own. So you see me strafing left a little bit here, just pounding him in the face. I've got a heck of a lot more shields to the front than he does, so I'm using that to my advantage. He's trying to push in, so I back up just a little bit, and I strafe up, just trying to get a little bit of a beat on him, and I'm wailing on him. And looks like he's going to push in, and I back up again at the last second. He kind of just dangles right in front of me, and I start wailing on him, and he goes pop. In this next engagement, I'm fighting Mental Shock and a Gladius, and he's pushing in, I'm pushing back, and looks like he takes a little bit of a tumble on a rock. So do I. That's what happens when you're fighting next to some asteroids. Pushing again against him, and it looks like he's trying to kite me a little bit, which is surprising. Normally what you want to do is you want to push in with the Gladius, but he's trying to work a different kind of advantage. He's using Scorpions, you see, and what he wants to do, he's trying to use essentially the faster velocity of the ballistics to try and outrange me and try and kill me through penetration. So that's why you're seeing him kind of doing this right now. And again, I'm kind of pushing on him hard, trying to make sure, and then backing up right when he pushes in, trying to make sure he doesn't get behind me when he does his push. Again, rolling some of that damage off and pushing back a little bit and then backing up. It's really important. Range control is so important with these bigger ships. And right now he's kind of underneath me a little bit. So again, I'm pushing forward, just trying to, force a little bit of a blow through a little bit. So I'm, again, tracking him again, Strafing direction of the pip, trying to minimize that deflection. I've got more shields than he does, trying to lay down all that DPS. And again, he's trying to range me. And you can see it's starting to work a little bit. He's starting to take out that right wing tip. And I'm just trying to roll, trying to get close when I can. And when he pushes, backing up, trying to pound him in the face as much as possible. And force kind of a DPS race, because you know what? I've got technically more guns and I've got a heck of a lot more shields. And his shields are about ready to drop. Again, strafing the direction of the pip. He's really working hard on that right wing. And I might lose it here in a sec. But his shields are now down almost, and again pushing in, and I pop him. In this next engagement, I'm going after an Aegis Avenger, and I'm pushing towards him, trying to get within gun range with these attritions. I'm pushing in, he's trying to create some distance, and then I'm pushing back in, he's pushing back in, I'm kind of backing up when he pushes, trying to catch him in the push. And again, strafing up and pitching up, trying to get on target again. With those blow-throughs, it's hard, but I've got his shield down. He should be going pop anytime soon, and he does. And there's a win. If you're interested in learning more about Renegade Squadron, please check out our website at renegadesquadron.org. And if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Renegade Squadron signing off.